font they chose? That's my eyeball. That's the font they chose. What? Say it.
First bit of 2025. We ordered dinner from one of our favorite places tonight. They sell my very favorite chicken fingers. Charlotte's gonna show you. So
It's always a good sign when it burns through the plastic.
It's 10 out of 10. Amazing. And we're also going to watch Criminal Minds. Because I made it through my first day of work of 2025. Woo!
I haven't worked it all this year.
Charlotte made it through her first, migraine of 2025?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's the plan. And then... And I also decided, I can't remember if I told you earlier, but I decided on my first read of 2025, which is Can't Spell Treason Without T. Ooh. A cozy fantasy steeped with love. It's also sapphic. 10 out of 10.
What's not to love?
I read one chapter today while I was at work. So, as of 2025, what time is it?
7:36.
7:36 p.m. I have read nine pages. Very impressive. And then after we watched Criminal Minds, we were going to work on some things.
Some stuff.
I was going to work on fixing my outline because I changed something near the end of the story that I need to fix and go through and change things. And then, what were you going to work on?
I don't know yet. I don't fully know yet.
She's either going to work on some writing things or she's going to choose her very first read of 2025. Augie, that's fire. Augie is being a demon child. Also,
he napped a lot today.
I got a very fancy, what is that called? It's like a tripod, but it's Bluetooth and it connects to my camera. So if you see me weirdly zooming in and zooming out, it's just because I haven't figured out the tripod yet.
It's got a fun new tool.
And my finger keeps pushing the buttons where it's not supposed to push the buttons. So, bear with me. I can't tell if he likes it or not. How am I supposed to write? Good morning, except it's more good afternoon than good morning. What's today's date?
The 2nd.
It's a Thursday, right?
Yes.
It's a Thursday. It's the 2nd, and I let myself be lazy in bed. I had a really hard time getting out of bed, though I was awake. I just let myself relax. But now, Charlotte and I are going to eat lunch and watch some Criminal Minds. And then I'm going to continue moving over my... I zoomed in so far on my face. I need to stop doing that.
I think you should keep doing that.
Tonight. Charlotte and I are going to watch Criminal Minds and eat lunch. And then I'm going to continue working on moving my outline into my notebook. I had to edit the outline because I decided a different character was going to die. Spoiler. And so I had to readjust like the last 4 or 5 chapters. So I am transferring the outline into this so that I can carry this around with me so that I can write and still have my outline. You get it. You know what I mean. Anyway, and then we're probably maybe gonna go to the used book superstore so that I can sell I feel a little bad for him.
He's having a fun time. Get my sweatshirt.
Yeah, don't mind all of our laundry over there that I haven't folded.
We're gonna go to the used book.
We're gonna go to the used book superstore so that I can get rid of those 3 boxes of books. And yeah, those are our plans for the day.
Get Korean barbecue. Augie! Are you okay? Holy shit!
I'm gonna have to watch that back.
Augie.
Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. Can you eat? There's nothing even up there, my dude.
There's a little reflection really high up.
Day 2 of 2025. Hey, it's Friday night. It's 11 p.m. I know I didn't check in earlier, but I had work, and then right after work, Charlotte and I went to see Nosferatu, which was amazing. 10 out of 10. I'm too tired to like really put into words my thoughts and feelings about it, but just know that it was really good. The costumes were fantastic. Lily Rose Depp was fantastic. William Dafoe reminds me of my dad in all the best ways. I loved how monstrous Nosferatu was, Count Orlok. Just 10 out of 10. It was fantastic. The only thing that was negative was that people would not stop talking in the movie theater. And I don't know what it is about paying the prices that you pay to go to a movie and then talking your whole way through it. Like, just wait for it to go on streaming. Eventually it'll go on streaming. It makes no sense to me. But it was really annoying to have to listen to whispering, both like right next to me and in front of me. But other than that, the movie was a 10 out of 10. And then I am currently reading Can't Spell Treason Without T. I don't know what I've told you about this, but essentially we have our main girl, Reina. She is a Queen's Guard for a really self-important, self-obsessed queen. And then Chianthe, she is like a royal mage almost. And they decide to run away and start their own cafe bookstore. How cute. I'm still only like 20 pages in. Haven't done much reading yet this year, but that's okay. We still have time. And then today I also picked up this really cute bookmark. I saw it at work and I said, "You're coming home with me." I wanted the book lover tote that Barnes & Noble had, and I saw it there. Wednesday, and I said, you should buy that. And I said, we'll wait until Friday. Guess what? It was sold out because it went viral on TikTok. So I didn't get the tote, but I did get this cute bookmark, and we're gonna call that a win. Anyway, I am tired and I have work tomorrow really, really early, so I am gonna go to sleep now, but I'll do my best to check in more tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday and I am at work. Well, I am sitting outside of work because work doesn't open for another like 17 minutes. So I'm going to read while I wait. I do get out because I'm here so early. I do get out earlier. So I have a few things that I need to get done when I get home. And I'm telling myself this now so that I can confirm that I, in fact, did it when I get home. I need to edit at least one of the vlogs that I haven't gotten caught up with yet, because I had hoped that I would have all of 2024's vlogs up in the first week of 2025, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I do need to at least get one of them edited and put up. And then I need to clean the kitchen. So those are the plans when I get home. In the meantime, though, and by edit the vlog, I also mean edit and get it uploaded to YouTube. So, all of it. And then I need to plan some content. Not only for Instagram, but also for YouTube. I want to make some more sit-down videos. But I only have like my days off where I can film those because by the time I get out of work, it's too dark to film in my house, and I don't work closing shifts usually unless I don't have the boy, and then I don't know how much time I'll have to actually film on the days that I'm closing. I need to plan some content so that on my next day off next week, I think I have my next day off on Tuesday, I can do like a whole bunch of filming so that I can have a lot of content done and created that I just have to edit. And then I also have to plan some content for Instagram. So it's going to be a busy night tonight, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And hopefully today goes by relatively quickly because I didn't feel like waking up this morning. So fingers crossed the day goes by fast. So anyway, with that, I am going to read for a little bit before I have to go in, and I will talk to you later. Hey, it's Sunday night. Me and Midnight are coming to you live from the bedroom, and I usually end the vlogs on Sundays, but because New Year's was only on Wednesday, I am going to extend the vlog into next Sunday, so it'll be like technically like a week and a half, just so that there's a little bit more content to like edit. So it's not the end of the vlog. And I really haven't done that much reading yet, but it's okay because we're only 5 days in to January. So it's fine. I did read some more today while I was at work. I'm on page 54, and I also started a non-fiction book called The Last Tsar. The Last Tsar, The Abdication of Nicholas II and the Fall of the Romanovs by Tsuyoshi Hasegawa. Hasegawa, I think is how you pronounce it. My apologies if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I will learn. But I started listening to it using my Spotify hours, and then I realized that I only have 10 Spotify hours. Is it 10 or is it 15? I couldn't remember. Either way, I think it's only 10 and the audiobook is 13. So I wouldn't be able to listen to the full audiobook on Spotify if it's only 10 hours. And so I have a million credits that I haven't used on Audible. So I downloaded it on Audible, and I've listened to an hour and 13 minutes of that. So those are the two things that we're reading. I don't have much to update you on regarding writing because I'm still working on transposing my outline to my notebook so I can carry my notebook around with me. And I've just been exhausted after work and have no energy. I need to figure out a way to address that. But I don't know how to do that yet. So it is what it is. Anyway, good night. Would you like to say hello? There she is. Look at how beautiful she is. I'm literally obsessed with her. She's the love of my life, along with Charlotte. But I'm obsessed with her. Anyway, okay, it's like 10:15 and I'm getting ready for bed. Well, technically, I'm like in bed, but still, I'm gonna read a little bit of Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't have too much to say about it yet. And I will probably talk to you tomorrow. Hello, it is Monday, 10:30. I am in bed. I worked today, and then when I got home, the boy had some homework he had to do, so we worked on that, and then we played a card game, which was really fun. I was looking forward to that all day. I had saw someone playing it on like a Instagram reel or something, and I was like, oh, I want to play that with the boy. And then I had to like dig through all my stuff to try and find my cards. Thought I couldn't find them at first, was really upset, but don't worry, I did find them, and they were my A Darker Shade of Magic playing cards from Owl Crate. I knew I kept those for a reason. So anyway, it was really fun, but now I'm in bed. And I'm going to read for a bit, but then I am going to go to sleep. I also have the day off tomorrow, which I am so excited for. So that's that. Anyway, good night. Hey, it's Tuesday. It's 10 a.m. It's my day off today, and I have already been super productive. I cleaned my desk area because it was kind of becoming a catch-all. I'll show it to you in just a second. I have done so all of the sheets and towel laundry is being worked on. I have 2 more loads in the dryer, 1 in the washer that will need to go to the dryer, and then that will be done. I'm gonna change the sheets on the bed, which will be so nice and cozy to crawl into tonight. And now I have to work on some Oh, and I'm also importing all my footage so that I can finally do some editing for the vlogs. But in doing so, I feel like I'm missing a bunch of clips and I don't know where they went. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I'm not going to freak out about it until I have all of the stuff like updated and uploaded to my computer. And then once I can see what's going on, then I'll start to panic if I'm missing some things. So while I'm importing all of the footage, I am going to work on some paperwork that I need to get done and brought over to the courthouse because we're currently in the process of finalizing my divorce. And then in order to do that, once I finish filling the paperwork out, I have to go print some things and then I have to go drop it off at the courthouse. And then hopefully Max will be home and maybe we'll play some more cards. I think both of us had a good time doing that yesterday, and then I plan on reading and writing. I really would like to make some decent progress in Can't Spell Treason Without T. I am still only on page 64. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna give it till today to like really grab me, and then if I'm still not like reaching for it, I might put it down, which kind of stinks. Like that's not how I wanted to start the year off. But sometimes that's just how it happens. So, and then I do have to, let me just grab them. I have to finally read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I have them both in hardcover, haven't read them. But I have to work the midnight release party for Onyx Storm on the 20th. And so I really don't want to go there not having read it because I don't want to get spoiled for anything. So if Can't Spell Treason Without T doesn't grab me today and I make some significant progress in it, I might just pause it, read these because I have to get them read before the 20th and hope that maybe that kickstarts my reading in a positive way, or restarts my reading. You know, how awful is it that it's like January 7th and not only have I not finished a book, but I'm only like 63 pages in and I'm not even like obsessed with the book. It's not like awful, like worse things could be happening and worse things are happening, but I was really hoping I would start my reading year strong and that's not what's happened and that's a little disappointing. So I'm going to get to working on the things that I need to get done and I'll check in later when I have some more updates for you. Real quick update. I am missing at least one intro to a vlog. And then I realized that with my new camera, there's a setting called S&Q mode. So I am using now the Sony ZV-1F. And there's a mode called S&Q, which is slow and quick motion. And I filmed so many of my talking clips in S&Q. And there's no way to fix it. So now editing Hannah is gonna have to come in and like talk in the vlog because I was talking about things and now I don't even remember what I was talking about them. Maybe I'll just do like a voiceover. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing when you're getting a new camera is you're gonna figure out quirks. I just wish I had realized it like before I was sitting down to edit. But this is what I get for waiting so long to edit. This is what I get. This is karma. I did not keep my side of the street clean when it came to my YouTube channel, and this is my punishment. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna go see what I can do about fixing this. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna see what I can do. Hey. Alright, so here's my desk looking all nice. I do have to clean this area off, but we're not worrying about that right now. This area is very nice. I have my weekly vlog number 47 uploading to my computer so that when I get home from running my quick errand, I can upload it to YouTube. But I'm feeling good about today. It's been a good one. Can you really say you've made the bed if a cat isn't losing its mind? And the bed is made. My mom got us these sheets, and Augie is gonna ruin it. Augie. She doesn't like it. But my mom got us these sheets for Christmas. And I love them. I think they look really nice on the orange of our bed. What do you think, Augs? What do you think, Augie? How about you, Midnight? What do you think, pretty girl? She has no thoughts about this, at least.
Douche Central.
We're ending the night with dyeing my hair brown, like Ellen in Nosferatu. All I need after that is like a vintage nightgown, right, Charlotte?
Yep.
And then I'll be haunted by a Count Orlok. My very own monster of my inner desires and deepest shames.
Buy more books.
You gotta do the wheeze. Hello. And now we sit for 30 minutes. It's very dark.
That's what you wanted.
That's what I wanted. Hopefully it looks as good as I imagine it looking in my head. Otherwise, I just shaved my hair off.
I'm gonna have to give you one of my eyebrow gels to use.
Yeah.
Just realized that.
Yeah.
You will come to me.
I don't know if I can do the R, like...
I always feel that hard in Spanish too.
But this isn't wet. Obviously, it has to dry, but I am really digging it. I think it looks nice. We maybe should have dyed my eyebrows.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I think we didn't dye your eyebrows because of how much it stained the skin.
Yeah. So I'll just have to get some darker eyeshadow. Not eyeshadow.
Hold on.
Eyebrow stuff. But Charlotte did so good. I'm gonna live my Nosferatu dreams as soon as I have a nightgown. But I think if I got a vintage nightgown, Charlotte, I don't think I could ever go back into real life. I think I would just need to
you're actually required
haunt
to
the apartment.
You're required to retire to the seaside.
Yeah, and haunt like some old decrepit building. So those are my future plans. That's my 5-year plan. It's Wednesday. It's very late. It's like 10:30. I worked today. Oh, this is my hair dry. The lighting is not very good, but I really like it. So, yeah. Anyway, I worked today and then after work, we went over to Ballin Books, one of our independent bookstores near us, because we got a gift card there for Christmas from Charlotte's brother and his wife. So the three of us got books, and then I had a $10 reward there, so I got a second book, which was very nice. And then afterwards, Charlotte took us to dinner. We went to the Texas Roadhouse, which was enjoyable. I could eat their bread and their butter, the cinnamon butter, like every day of the week and be happy. I've also come to a decision on my reading, which I'm not excited or happy about. I am going to, I'm not going to say it's a hard DNF, but I am going to pause Can't Spell Treason Without T. I am still only 76 pages in, and I'm just like not reaching for it, and I don't want to spend my year reading mediocre books or books that I'm not like actively absolutely really enjoying. Like, that's not, I can only read so many books in my lifetime, and I don't want to read books that I'm not loving. So I need, in order to do that, I need to get used to DNFing books. But I don't like DNFing books because I know that the author put in a lot of work and that this book is for someone, but it's maybe not necessarily for me, and maybe it's just not for me in this moment. So I am going to pause it and come back to it maybe another time. Maybe when I'm feeling more of a cozy romance fantasy vibe. Part of the reason why I am struggling with it though is this is an already established relationship, and I kind of wish I was seeing more of their like build up, because it feels like I've just been dropped into the middle of the story and I'm not really understanding the dynamics between the two characters, and why some of the decisions that, like, why they're making some of the decisions that they're making. Like, Reina got injured and she's like this queen's guard, right? So you would think that she would understand the importance of like taking care of her injuries and making sure it was getting the treatment that it needs. Sorry, my hair, I keep looking at it and it's like looking weird. You would think that she would know that she would need to take care of herself and make sure that the injury is healing properly, but she doesn't. She like just doesn't take care of it. She keeps making excuses as to why she doesn't need to take care of it, and then when she does go get help, the person who's helping her, who they're supposed to be building this friendship with, tells her to rest and take medicine. She like decides that she doesn't need rest, which is so wild to me. Like, I don't understand that thought process. It doesn't make sense to me, and that just really hung me like that really like had me. So I'm gonna put it down, and I'm really upset and devastated about it because it's not how I want to start 2025 by DNFing a book. Certainly not a sapphic one. But I am going to pick up Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, which is a wild turn from that. I don't think I need to talk much about Fourth Wing because it's so popular. But I'm going to read it. I am a little skeptical because I know everybody loves it. And I also want to be a person who loves it, as for all the reasons we just said. But I'm a little nervous. I need to read it before the 20th, when the midnight release party is for Onyx Storm. So that's why I'm jumping into this one. I don't think I'm going to get much reading done tonight, though, because I am tired. But anyway, have the day off tomorrow, and I'm gonna rot in this bed for most of the day. So this is where you'll see me. Most of my clips tomorrow. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna stop yapping, and I will see you and talk to you probably tomorrow. Very happy update, 21 pages in, and I am very much enjoying Fourth Wing, much better than I was enjoying my last read, so we made the right decision. It is 8:01, and I am up and reading. Hooray. I know I said I wasn't going to get out of bed, but I did decide to get up, and I did my hair. I just curled it. And I filmed, sorry. Oh my God, we're at that time of day where the light is bad. I filmed a sit down video of my January TBR. My goal this year is to make more sit down videos because I do like watching those. But I get really nervous about them. Like, I get really anxious about them. So I'm a little nervous. I think I sound kind of silly. But I'm never going to get better if I don't just do it. So I'm just doing it. And then a quick reading update. Good thing I switched books because I'm already on page 115 of Fourth Wing. I'm like cruising through. I've been reading it for less than 24 hours, and I've already read more pages than I read in 8 days of, oh my God, it's so bad, sorry. 8 days of Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. Good thing I DNF'd that, because I think I would have struggled for a lot longer and just kept trying, and then my whole reading would be like way off kilter. So I am going to read a little bit more and then try and edit that vlog and get it, or not the vlog, but the video, and get it posted, and try not to think about it. Because once I get it posted, it's out there. And I don't have to be anxious about it anymore. You know what I mean? Put it out there and put it behind me. So I'm gonna read for a little bit, and then I'll go edit that. And hopefully, as we do sit down videos throughout the year, I'll get better and better and better. I think I need a new tripod that'll be big enough to hold my camera, so that I can angle it at a place that actually looks nice, so that I have a relatively nice background behind me. Because I had to sit on the floor of the last video, and by the time I was done, my foot was asleep. So anyway, that's that. I took a nap, but now we're back to reading. Rejections from agents. Charlotte got him for me while she was at work. The paper store near her had it, and he's so cute. I'm so obsessed with him. Charlotte, you've made my dreams come true.
I am simply the delivery man.
He's so cute. Look at his little face. And look at his tail. Oh my God. He's my new obsession. I don't think I could go anywhere without him anymore. Like, how do you go anywhere without that cute little face supporting you throughout the day? Precious. Hey, it's Sunday. It's the end of the vlog. It's also Sunday night. It's like 7-ish. Pardon my mess over here, but my parents just brought us a table. We are gonna have to rearrange some things so that the table is not like right in front of the door when you walk in, but that's not a thing for today. I don't think I checked in at all yesterday. I worked a long shift yesterday and I was not feeling it when I got home. I did pick up some things while I was at work. When did I buy that? Did I tell you about it? I bought this on the 10th. Forgot to tell you about it. It's just Carmilla, but it is the one edited by Carmen Maria Machado. I have a version of this, but it's not my favorite. And I've heard that this one is very good, and I really want to read, I think there's like yeah. I really wanted to read the thing that she wrote at the beginning of the book. And then this one also has gorgeous illustrations. Like, how could you not want this one? And I'm also wanting to reread it. So I'm gonna unhaul the other one that I have, and this will replace that one. Plus, this one's just truly absolutely stunning. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And then I feel like I mentioned this to you, but I might not have. I had a moment where I had some ideas for this one project that I have literally been thinking about since Evermore, the Taylor Swift album, came out. My favorite song on that album, Ivy, has been haunting me because every time I listen to it, I just see these two characters in my head and they're haunting me. It's been happening since Evermore came out. But I finally had like an aha moment the other day when I was driving home that I sent Charlotte like an unhinged voice memo about. And then today, while I was driving into work, I had another aha moment while I was listening to Vivaldi's Four Seasons. So I'm very excited. I wrote all of that down and sent it to Charlotte in a text. And then today, while I was at work, I found this Floriography, an illustrated guide to Victorian language of flowers, which is so exciting because my idea is set in Victorian times. So I'm very hyped because my idea also has a lot to do with nature. So I'm very excited to be able to incorporate like floral meanings and like the way that Victorian women used flowers to communicate their feelings and like hidden meanings. Like, I'm just so excited. This was perfect, the perfect find. And then when Charlotte responded to my messages, she was like, oh my God, you could really incorporate like floral, like, I don't have the exact term that she used, but she was basically saying the same thing. So how serendipitous. How, like, what a wonderful coincidence to have happened that Charlotte would also be thinking that and send that to me, even though I already bought the book on my lunch break. So that's very exciting. Charlotte should be home from work soon. Oh, and I'm also still reading Fourth Wing. And I don't know what I've said about Fourth Wing to you, like, while I've been vlogging. But I'm now on page, I read while I was at work. Like, I am so into it that when I'm reading at work, like, usually when I'm reading at work, if people are talking to me, I will hear them and I will respond, even though I'm on my break. I was reading the other day at work and then today at work and like on my lunch break. I was so into it. didn't hear anyone talking to me. Didn't even know people were trying to speak to me. I was like so like in it. But anyway, I'm on page 311 of Fourth Wing. How many pages is there? There's 498 pages. So I have just under 200 pages to go. Will I finish it tonight? Probably not. Which is a little disappointing because that means that I still haven't finished a book for January, and I was really hoping to have at least finished one book for the first weekly vlog, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal, especially since I'm loving it so much. And I don't know if I've said this to you, so if this is repeating of information that you've already heard from me, I apologize. Is the writing the best I've ever read? No. Is it groundbreaking or doing something new in the genre of fantasy? Absolutely not. Am I having a fucking blast? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm having an amazing time. It's been an amazing ride. And that is what I've been needing. I went into this book sure that I'd be like, I don't understand the hype. I don't get it. Nope. I'm just like every other girl. Every girl is just like me. I'm loving it. I'm living for it. I'm so excited to finish it so I can read Iron Flame. And then I'm so excited for Onyx Storm to come out. And I'm excited to be working the midnight release party because thank goodness they're bringing back midnight release parties. I feel like that's been something I've been missing from my life. So anyway, that's that. I'm just truly so excited that I'm loving it. So that's everything that I have to tell you about tonight. I've been recording for a little while, so I'm going to stop yapping and maybe get some reading done. Who knows? And I'll try and check in before I end the vlog. I am going to make a effort to remember to do like a wrap up at the end of the vlogs, because last year I started off really strong doing wrap ups like at the end of the vlog, talking about what I read and like all my thoughts, because sometimes it's really hard for me to talk about my thoughts like in the moment. And then I got laid off and started a new job where I don't have like a set schedule every week, which made filming and editing and all of that much harder. But I think this year I'm going into it now. I have a better understanding of what my system needs to be, if that makes sense. So I am gonna make a effort. There's like a word on the tip of my tongue that is not coming out, but I'm gonna make an effort to do at least a wrap up at the end of the vlog every week about what I read and what my thoughts were. So if I don't do that, feel free to yell at me in the comments, but be nice about it because I'm sensitive. Okay, bye. This is not my blanket anymore, apparently. Or my table. It's Midnight's bed. Hey everyone, it's a few days after the vlog ended, and I am just doing a quick reading wrap up of everything that we read today, and I'm just realizing I left my sweater at work today, so hopefully it's still there when I get there tomorrow. But anyway, that's not what we're here to do. I started off the vlog reading Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. I read 56 pages, something like that, and I couldn't do it. It took me 8 days to read 56 pages, 57 pages, whatever it was, when I decided to DNF it. And at first I thought it was going to be like a soft DNF and I would maybe come back to it another time, but I really just think I'm going to DNF it. It was just not what I was wanting it to be. I didn't believe necessarily in the relationship between Canthi and Raina. There's a scene that happens really quickly in the book, and I think it's supposed to set up the characters and to make their relationship believable. But for me, it had the opposite effect because I just didn't understand how the one character got herself into the situation that she was in the first place. It didn't make sense to what I understood about her and her previous job. And I think I would have liked it better if it was like they weren't in a already established relationship when the book starts. It just feels like they're already in an established relationship, and then there's nothing that's like telling me that their relationship makes sense or that they should be together. I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel the chemistry between them. I didn't like the vibes of the book that I was getting. Like, I just wasn't drawn in. I wasn't like aching to get back to the book. So it was with heavy heart that I decided to DNF this. I definitely think this book is perfect for somebody who is looking for like a cozy. It definitely was going to have like cozy vibes, not super serious, I don't think. But I could definitely see this being somebody's like cup of tea, pun intended. It just wasn't mine. And I'm trying to make a more concerted effort to DNF books or to stop reading books that I'm not loving so I can have more time to devote to reading books that I am loving. And unfortunately, I just wasn't loving it. It just wasn't vibing with me. And so I DNF'd it. From there, before I started my next book, I did start listening to The Last Tsar, The Abdication of Nicholas II and the Fall of the Romanovs by Tsuyoshi Hasegawa. I'm listening to this on audio, and the audio book is very well done. I'm 32% of the way. That's how much I listened to in this vlog. I will say, it feels very much that we're blaming the women specifically in Tsar Nicholas's life for Tsar Nicholas's shortcomings, or for at least some of them. And while I do think that's a valid criticism, it seems easy. It seems easy to blame the Tsarina because she was so disliked by the Russians at the time, and she did make decisions that were ultimately, or she did push Tsar Nicholas to make decisions that ultimately negatively impacted Russia and led to the abdication and ultimate fall of the Romanovs. But blaming it on her feels very easy, and I'm just not, I don't love that. I also much prefer a nonfiction that is kind of like a narrative nonfiction where there's a story happening along with the facts. This feels very much like facts, like just like we're getting the facts laid out for us. I'm not feeling that there's much of a story happening other than what the facts, other than just a list of facts, if that makes sense. That's not to say I'm not enjoying it. I am enjoying getting the deeper knowledge that we're getting. This was written after there were some newly discovered pieces, newly discovered artifacts, archival discoveries, it says. I am enjoying that. It is kind of hard because so many of the Russian names are similar or the same, but they're different people. So I would really recommend trying to have the like list of who's who. I think they give it to you both in the like, there's a PDF. And I think they give that to you. Maybe they don't. Or they do in the PDF. But it is very confusing. The Russian names and how they're all very similar. So keep that in mind if you're going to listen to it. But if you're someone like me who has had a intense interest in the Romanovs and Anastasia, and you're wanting to learn more about the fall of the Romanovs, this gives you all of that information. It's just not as fun as some of the other nonfictions that I've read. But I am enjoying it. I'm not DNFing it. I'm just saying it's a little dry. And then last but not least, I did start Fourth Wing in this vlog. And I had a great time. This turned around my reading for this year. Thank the Lord. I went into this expecting to be a hater, if I'm being honest. With everybody absolutely loving it, I was like, there's no way it can be that good. It's that good. It's that good. I had such a great time. I think I had gotten up to like in the 200s somewhere. Let's see. I can't remember because we're a few days into the next vlog, and spoiler, I finished it. But I started reading this, and thank God I did, because it really turned around the week and reading for 2025. So what I've said to some people who have also been skeptical to start it is the writing is not the best fantasy writing I've ever read. No, it's not groundbreaking, and I think I've mentioned this in the vlog. I wouldn't say like Fourth Wing is doing anything that hasn't already been done in the fantasy genre, but it does it in such a fun way, and the characters are so incredible, and the world building is really interesting. There's a lot of action that's very interesting and very engaging, and the writing pulls you in, and the story pulls you in, and the characters pull you in, and it's just like, I really loved it. I had a hell of a time. I enjoyed every second, and sometimes that's what matters the most. And so I loved it. Anyway, those are the books that I read in this vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.